Welcome to the Leadership Spark Podcast, where we equip you to be the great leader your people deserve. This is Corey, and today I want to kick off a 3-day focus on something that may be blocking you when it comes to your own growth. And it may not be what you think. And here's what I know about leading. At some point as a leader, every leader hits a wall. As we're trying to grow as a leader, we're trying to take on more responsibility, we're trying to grow in our career or whatever that may be, at some point we hit a wall. And a lot of times, the reason we hit the wall, and sometimes the reason we can't get over that wall, has nothing to do with skills. That is often not related to the skills you don't have or the skills that you need to build. Is often related to the self-limiting beliefs that we believe every day. These narratives that we tell ourselves about ourselves that are preventing us from being able to move forward as a leader. And so recently I was reading an article in Harvard Business Review by Muriel Wilkins, who is a fantastic leader, a fantastic thought leader. I came across her a decade ago when she wrote a book called Own the Room, which was fantastic. But she has written a new book, and she's really leaning into this idea of blockers for leaders. And it really ties back to these self-limiting beliefs that we all have. And so Muriel Wilkins, she's the founder, CEO of a leadership advisory firm called Paravis Partners. She's in the space of leadership all the time, and she's working with a lot of leaders. And according to her research, she has identified 7 blockers or seven beliefs that we have as leaders or could have as leaders that could be preventing us and limiting us when it comes to our leadership impact. And so over the next 2 days, I want to unpack what those 7 are. But to close out today, I wanted to share a quote with you from her that will help shape this for you as you think about it, because we all have these. And hopefully as we go through the next couple of days and I unpack these 7 beliefs that we could have and what to replace the belief with, one of these will resonate with you. You will choose to replace that belief with something different, and it will unlock the next level of leadership impact that you can have as a leader, and even unlock the next opportunity that you can have as a leader. And so here's what she says, and then come back tomorrow and we'll start to unpack these 7 beliefs that we could have. She says, in the 2 decades I've spent coaching hundreds of executives across multiple industries, I've found the biggest limiting factor for most of them lie within them. And it's their own unproductive beliefs. It's their self-limiting beliefs. And so you have them, I have them. Do you know what they are? Do I know what they are? Am I fighting in the battleground of my mind against those beliefs that could be limiting my impact as a leader? I know for me, I want to identify those and I want to replace them, because I don't want to have hidden blockers in the way of my progress or influence as a leader. And I assume if you're listening to this, you feel the same way. And so we're going to unpack over the next 2 days the 7 blockers or the 7 beliefs that we could have. So come back tomorrow and we'll go through the first 3 or 4 and hopefully give you some ideas on how you can turn those beliefs into, maybe today, our limitations, into catalysts for you as a leader.